Hi, my name's Chegs. This is episode 7 of my road to sobriety journey. The last episode was a little bit shorter. Obviously, as I mentioned, I was pressed a bit for time. Hopefully today we'll have a bit more time to sit and discuss recent events. The first thing I wanted to go over today was that obviously yesterday I ran the half marathon that I've been talking about. You would have seen the intro, the medal. This is the medal again, in case you missed it. I mentioned in the last episode that I was looking to run it in under 1 hour 45 minutes. Amazingly, I actually ran it in a personal best, which was 1 hour 36 minutes and 14 seconds was the official time on the event. I'll stick up my stats sort of thing so you can see. Really happy with that. I was not expecting to be as quick as that, and it's made me think how much not drinking even just over the past couple of weeks, and obviously previously giving up smoking as well, has paid dividends when it's come to running yesterday. It was tough at times, but it wasn't, I have to say, I was expecting to be, if I knew I'd be running as quick as that, I would have thought it would have felt even more difficult than it maybe actually was. I think on the day with a run, you have so much support around you and things, it just carries you along. And even in those moments where you might feel a little bit of pain, there are people around cheering you on that almost makes you put that out your mind. I'm also a bit weird where I quite enjoy sometimes the pain of running. The same in the gym as well, because I know that if I'm feeling pain, then I'm improving in a weird way. And I think that can sometimes be said for life itself, really. It's quite a almost like a bit of a metaphor for life. I think when you do feel discomfort, then you are growing, aren't you? There were some other people running it that I knew as well, which was great. They all, I think most of them ran personal best as well, so that was amazing. Then we went to the pub afterwards, at which I didn't drink, but that was really nice to then kind of like socialise for a bit afterwards and things. Again, just finding not drinking this time around really refreshing. I'm not even when I go to those events at the minute, I'm not even thinking about having a drink. I think that does take time to get to that position. Like I've mentioned previously, there has been a lot of times where I've had a bit of a sober streak going and then I've broken it, and obviously this one I'm only coming up to 17 days tomorrow into it. I don't feel like this time I'm having to force myself not to. It is a choice, and it always is a choice, but this time around it just feels such a natural choice to be like no, because I think I'm just viewing it in this way now where I'm seeing it for the negatives more so. And when I'm seeing people drink and drink a lot, I'm trying to picture the issue of the next day and the next few days and what that does to you. See it for the bigger picture rather than seeing it in that moment. They're having that one drink and they're having fun, or like a few drinks and they're having fun in that moment. And obviously some people, they will the next day feel fine about themselves for drinking. In the past, when I've never really thought about being sober, that has always been the case for me, that I wouldn't almost think twice about, oh, I'm hungover, why am I hungover sort of thing, and why have I put myself in this position. Can sometimes come with a bit of maturity, but also from being in that position enough time, sadly, where you then start to question it more. I think when you do become sort of maybe like sober curious, or you do start to like look into it a bit more. Also speak to maybe people who don't drink about it and how they find it, and it just starts feeding positive information into your brain about it, which subconsciously then kind of like sits with you. Like I say, it does take time, I think, to get to that point where it feels natural, but thankfully I now feel I am in a position now. I'm not taking that for granted, and I know there probably will be times down the road where I'm finding it hard or challenging, or I'm having to second guess myself and think twice about it. I think I have a better plan now for when that potentially will occur, rather than just kind of winging it. You have to go through those times where you're back at day one again, or even you just decide to pack it in for a bit and you do go on a bit of a period of drinking again, to then always come back round to it. So just recapping today as well, I have worked today. I went to the gym on my lunch again, and I played football this evening, which surprisingly was fine. Having run the half marathon and how my body feels and how quickly I ran it in made me think I've definitely got a marathon in me easily. So that is the next goal. When you are giving up something like drinking or smoking or whatever it is, it's good to start setting goals for yourself in terms of not even to do with your sobriety necessarily, even though it does feed into that, but goals for other things that then you can have a focus on, rather than just kind of trying to live your life as you would have before, but just subtracting the whatever the vice is, drinking, smoking, just getting rid of that, but then still living your normal life. That's when it just doesn't, or not obviously living your normal life, but living how you would have previously. That's when it just, I think, doesn't work for a lot of people. Some people that might work, and they might have quite healthy lives anyway. But for a lot of people, I think not having things to focus on that you know that you're going to be improving at and benefiting from because you aren't getting intoxicated, that can be tough. I think my plan for the rest of the evening, I'll be editing this video. I also want to do some more work on that job application that I've been mentioning. I want to get that sorted by the end of tomorrow, or at least have it almost sorted by the end of tomorrow, because the closing date is coming up on that, so I do need to have that sorted. And then tomorrow I am obviously working as well. I'll again go to the gym on my lunch. I'm loving the gym at the minute. It is very addictive, which is good because it's a good thing to be throwing yourself into and like getting in the habit of doing, rather than i.e. drinking and stuff. And I think by being in the gym so much, you then also, it's another thing where you then think about, okay, I don't want to drink because it's going to offset my progress in the gym. I'm also playing badminton again tomorrow. Not defending my title quite yet. That will not be until next year, if that were to happen. Yeah, just having it's like a social thing with my mates tomorrow with the badminton. But yeah, that is everything for today. Bit of more of a normal episode. See you on Wednesday for episode 8.